do that just so it's available, because Danielle will say, oh my gosh, I was in the library or something. This is Shelley Valett, and I'm in Northern California and about to get started on the 72-hour Strong Start call and training for our current group of fabulous new consultants. And you gals haven't had a chance to meet each other yet. I'm thinking all three of you come from very different areas of California and different areas of our team. So can you please just kind of introduce yourself and tell us where you live, whose team you're on? This training is kind of a composite of several of our teams. And why? What has you most excited about being a pampered chef? Maria, you're the pro here, because you and I did Zoom last night too. Will you get us started?
Okay. Am I in team Ellen?
Ellen's team? Uh-huh.
Yes, and I'm Maria Madrid, and I'm from Redlands, California, and Southern California. And I just started October 30th. I just signed up. So I'm super new. I already have 2 bookings. Yeah, next week. So I'm excited.
Okay, marvelous.
And that's about it so far.
Outstanding. Why did you decide to do Pampered Chef? What's got you most excited?
Most excited. The reason why I decided to do it is because I needed some tax benefits to help out my husband. And also the timing for me and my mom too. My mom loves cooking. Okay. So it's something that she loves, something I can help her with, and teamwork effort. I felt more inclined to do something like this.
Marvelous. She was on the call last evening too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Not with you, not here this evening though, right?
Yeah, she's a little bit tired, but maybe she'll come back down. Okay. She just had a long day today.
No problem. All right. So Southern California, excellent. Thank you, Maria, for joining us. Suzanne, how you doing? Where are you calling or dialing in from?
I am calling from, Kelseyville, California, which is Northern California also. More north than Shelley.
Yeah.
I'm redoing Pampered Chef.
Yay! We're so happy to have you back again. This is awesome. Why? What was the motivation this time, Suzanne?
Well, I needed to take a break because my mom had some health issues, and then so now I dragged my feet for a long time, and now I'm just restarting because I have a lot of people who want to order, and I love the business, and it gives me some flexible income, which is always nice.
That's super. Is Kelseyville, how big of an area are we talking about? Is it I mean, it's not San Francisco, but how big is your town?
It's little. Yeah. Let's say population less than 10,000.
Okay, pretty little.
Yeah.
So it's really so neat to point that out, that you can do Pampered Chef. I mean, I understand that they eat in Kelseyville, right?
They do.
Okay, I've heard that about them. Yeah, that they do eat there. So I remember years ago we had a gal on our team, and she had relocated to the Bay Area from this little bitty town in Alaska. And she would have to take a ferry to get to a town that had more than 2,000 people. And she became a director. She became a director as a Pampered Chef up in Alaska, and then relocated in the military. So absolutely can do Pampered Chef anywhere. Love it. Well, welcome back, Suzanne. You bring a wealth of background and knowledge, and I'm so looking forward to getting your feedback about how things have changed and improved, and what kind of, you've got a very good perspective. Great. And I see Jacqueline over here with the baby. Who are you cuddling, Jacqueline?
This is my Joshua, 3 months old.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Look at him, a Pampered Chef in training.
That's right.
And Jacqueline, whereabouts are you?
So I am also in the Bay Area, close to Shelley. I am Concord, Clayton-ish. Just started the same on the 30th, and we have our kickoff this Saturday. So yeah, brand new baby here. And I just love the products. I love doing home cooked meals. I'm from the South, so that's how we do it. And when I found the opportunity, I just hopped on it. And as we discussed, I love the freezer meal options. We have a big mommy group, so it's going to be fun getting girls together and doing some meals and showing them the products. I'm excited.
That's fabulous. And you signed up under Olivia, correct?
Yes.
Okay, super. And actually, I'm thinking everybody here on the call is signed under someone else. Suzanne, you're under Carrie Ann.
Correct.
And Carrie Ann's in Healdsburg. I just got a home office lead to do a party in Novato, of all things. And so we found somebody to do that. But and then Maria, up here in the corner, we've got Maria. And Maria, hi Maria, how are you?
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Okay, how are you?
I'm very
This
good.
is
Oh, okay.
What?
So so glad to have you. So Maria and her mother Maria are signed under Ellen in Southern California. So we start, you gals are, I mentioned this last night. So one thing you want to put on your to-do list and on your calendar is we've just launched this extra resource for you. And we're going to use this function, the Zoom service, every Monday evening for just half an hour. And it's called a Strong Start Call. It's specifically geared for you as brand new consultants and your brand new consultants. So for the first several weeks, I know there's a lot of questions that come up and a lot of like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, there's a place for you to actually come on a set basis and have either me or one of my partner directors just kind of lead us in a quick little half-hour get-together where you get a chance to ask all your questions and share with other consultants. Very casual, but do take advantage of that. We had, how many were on the call with us last night, Maria?
total. There's 4 of us, right?
I think so,
5.
yeah. And that was the first time we offered it. I was very pleased, very, very pleased. So Mondays at 7, okay, gals? Put that on your calendar. Tonight's call, this is a very targeted training, and I invest my own time to do this training, and typically over the last couple of years, it's been very one-on-one. I do it with one new consultant, and it takes about an hour. We're growing at an astronomical rate. So clearly, we're kind of bundling us together a little bit so that we can still get the value here. But the intention with tonight's training, it's called a 72-hour Strong Start training. And its intention is to get you off to the best possible start in the first roughly 72 hours of your business. So from that point where you order your kit, what stats have shown and Pampered Chef has found over 35 years is that those consultants who get off to the strongest start in their training period, which is considered your first full month, they're the ones who earn the most over the long term, who have the highest show average, who are most successful and get more bookings and have more teammates and bigger paychecks. And so it's really worth my time to spend this targeted time with you. And our objective for tonight is just a very small section of your business. You're going to have lots of questions about other things. Jacqueline and I spent a fabulous conversation this afternoon talking about freezer meal workshops. And oh my gosh, she was so jazzed. By the time we were done, my phone was humming. It was vibrating so much after talking to her. So you're going to have a lot more learning to do. But today's focus is strictly on helping you get your first shows on the calendar and booked. So that's what I'm going to help you do. It's when you're going to work, who you're going to call, what you're going to say, what you're going to cook, and how to handle objections. How does that sound? Does that sound like that'll be helpful?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Terrific. Because I know a lot of those questions came up during the call last night, and I kept saying, wait till tomorrow, wait till tomorrow. And so here we are tomorrow. So what I've done to kind of help give us a head start is giving you homework. So raise of hands. There are 2 parts to your homework. One is to make a list of your available dates. Who's got it? There's Jacqueline. Awesome. Gals? Suzanne?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Yes.
Okay. And these are dates within your first month. So it's if you how's that looking, Maria? Do you and Maria make a list of dates?
Yeah, I have a calendar in my kitchen. But should we have one when we go to the parties? Should we take a separate calendar?
Yeah, you should. And I will tell you, okay, this is very unfair of me because this is the Pampered Chef calendar, and this is the last year they're making them. I just found out. So that's okay, because they did polls and research and showed that most people use some electronic form of a calendar. So they're trying to just channel our resources to the most people. But what I recommend in terms of a calendar, I'm going to show you mine. If you like a paper version of a calendar, and this is a very good tool, especially for the beginning of your business. If you're going out finding one that you want to use for your business, get a week at a glance calendar, not a month at a glance. And I've been doing this system for 15 straight years, and it works brilliantly. So you see my little flags? Those are my shows. And you see my little yellow squares, highlighted yellow spots? Those are open spots, 3-hour time blocks that I have to be able to go do a party. And so when I was at my show Sunday night at 5 o'clock, go figure, I had a Pampered Chef party. And it was right there on my calendar, okay? And I was chatting with this one-on-one, taking orders with the 7 gals in the room, and I asked Teresa sitting next to me when I was helping her with her order, hey, are we gonna cook with you and your friends? Would you like to get your Rock Crock for 60% off in November? Because I told them about the Rock Crock, and they were salivating over the Rock Crock. And she said, oh my gosh, yeah, that sounds great. So I break out my calendar and I say, okay, here we are today. See, it's November 1st. My next available spot, is tomorrow. How about tomorrow? Now, between you, me, and the fence post, she laughed at me. Okay? But this is what I want you to do, and this is why I want you to have that list of dates. You need to know what your dates are, no matter what. So she laughed at me and said, no, tomorrow's too soon, and that's fine. And I go, okay, no problem. The next date I've got available, and I move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and I keep offering my next available dates. And guess what? She picked one. The next one that was available that worked for her happened to be November 21st. Done. And guess what? On that one where I always offer tomorrow, occasionally somebody will take me up on that. Oh, I'm having my book club tomorrow night. That's great. Let's do it tomorrow. How would you feel about booking a show for tomorrow versus January versus February?
Right.
Booking in close is a skill that if you offer your next available date, they'll take it or not. But if you just say, oh, when do you want to have your party? They're going to haphazardly say, what are they going to say? Who's experienced this so far? They're going to say next month, or, oh, in the new year.
I'll get back to you.
I'll get back to you. And then you're playing phone tag, right? Like, oh, let me check with my friends. What do you say in that case? Who's heard that one yet?
I have.
What did you say, Suzanne, to that?
I say let's pick a date and then check with your friends, and we can always move it. But let's
Absolutely.
get something solid.
Absolutely. Let's put it in here in pencil. And if we need to move it, we can. Right? See my cute little flags. The colors don't actually mean anything. They're just the flags that I had available. But let's put it on pencil. And if you say you want to go check with your friends, that's great. Guess what your friends are going to say to you? Yes, I'd love to come. Let me know once you've picked a date. I just saved you a bunch of extra phone calls. You're welcome. Okay, ladies, this is your business. And even if you're planning to do it on a very hobby level or part-time level or full-time, this is my full-time job. I pay the mortgage for my home with my Pampered Chef business. I'm the head of household, and this business pays for that. I take it very seriously. Yes, I party for a living, but no matter what degree you do Pampered Chef, if you behave as if this is your business, people will flock to you to do business with you because you're professional and you do what you'll say you'll do and you manage yourself accordingly. And those are the kinds of skills that happily I can share with you. So that's a good thing. So is that helpful to kind of see the book in close? You kind of just run through your available dates and run through your available dates, which means you need to know what they are and have them marked, whether it's in your cell phone or on a hard copy calendar. All right. Okay. Any questions about managing your calendar?
No, I like the 3-hour time block. I do like that. It gives me an idea when I'm going to be back home or what to tell the kids. Yeah. You know, just so I have an idea. That's good to know. Absolutely. And how long do you typically are showing, like as far as the products, like 30 minutes, an hour?
Your party should not be more than 45 minutes.
Okay, good.
Period. Okay, the actual demonstration. And if you are, you should at this point have a notebook or some sort of thing you're keeping track of your questions with. One is a place to keep track of people as you think of them, that Frank's list or list of contacts. The other is a list of questions or things to follow up on. One of the things that should go on that list is to watch the training videos of station-style shows. Station style shows. Suzanne is our veteran in the room. Does that sound familiar, Suzanne?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you haven't been gone long enough that you haven't seen this at all. It was kind of new when I kind of faded. Okay. It had just come out. It's probably only been out for a year and a half, 2 years or so. But so put that on your to-do list. You want to bone up on station style shows. Mm-hmm. And there is a brilliant set of outline cards for doing a station style show on Consultants Corner, to put that on your to-do list. So my point is that show format is fast and it's interactive and it works brilliantly. You guys will love it if you haven't seen it. So Jacqueline, is that ringing a bell at all?
No.
No? Okay. Station style shows. Maria? Good deal. And they've got some brilliant videos that they've done that show you how to do them. If you can't get to a live party, be sure you watch those videos. Okay, yeah. So a 3-hour block of time should even account for travel time, depending on how far you're going to a party. But yeah, they're pretty quick. Okay. Not the first couple ones, but once you get your drill down, they're pretty quick. Okay. All right. So booking in close. So that's your calendar. And if you haven't gone through, just take your calendar and go through starting tomorrow and make yourself a list of dates, AM, PM, if you're available. Jacqueline, if you're home, your kids are in school and you can do parties during the school hours, put some of those on your calendar. You need a fairly large list of dates to offer. It doesn't mean you're booking them all. That means that those are yours to offer. And once you fill up a week, you move on to the next week. How many parties would you girls like to do in a week or in a month? Have you given some thought to that?
At least 3 a week.
3 a week. Okay.
My mom's
I
going.
would like to try like 3 a week.
All I know is that when I go to a showing, I need to make sure I book 2 more. Like
Yes.
my
And
goal
each
is to
party.
always book 2 more.
Okay, always book 2 more. I am actually going to teach that technique at next Monday's Super Strong Start call. I'm going to be teaching that particular skill. So be on the call next week. 2 per party is brilliant. How about Suzanne, Jacqueline? Have you guys given some thought as to how many shows you want to be doing or how much money you want to be making?
My goal is 2 a week.
Suzanne, 2 a week?
Yep.
Marvelous.
That was about what I was thinking.
Okay, so you gals are on it. If Ellen was here on the call, she would tell you that when she made the decision to promote to director, and it is a decision, she wanted to be a director, and she happened to be going to the national conference that next month, and she asked every single person she could what their recommendation was for becoming a director as soon as possible. And they, across the board, the consistent answer she got was 8 will make you great. 8 parties a month. That's 2 a week, ladies. You'll earn, if you do 2 parties a week, you will earn every incentive that Pampered Chef offers. Without a doubt. You'll go on free vacations, you'll become a director, you'll get the maximum amount on your paychecks. You'll always earn free products, you'll earn every incentive every month. Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
So you're very wise, all 3 of you. I'm really proud of you. Okay, let's back up for a second and see what is in it for you. Okay, I sent you a couple links with a couple pieces of information. And one of them is the new consultant rewards program. So if you're not looking at that, please pull it up on your computer screen. And I just want to make sure you're all 3 brand spanking new, and you're going to be earning a paycheck during your first month. But I want to make sure you realize what else you have, what you're earning, because for my purposes, I want you to earn everything. I want you to get everything that you possibly can. For as you start your Pampered Chef business. So this right here is the new consultant rewards program, and I can actually do a very smart thing and share my screen with you. And I'm gonna do this the high-tech way. How about that?
Awesome.
Okay, there you go. So you guys can see my screen now, right?
Yes,
Awesome.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so much better. So this is not on our agenda, but if you're watching my screen, you're looking at Consultants Corner. So this is once you log in under pamperedchef.com, and up
Right.
here it'll say pamperedchef.com/cc for Consultants Corner. And under Training and Resources, your home for the next week or so is right here. It's the Getting Started Resource Center. And when you click on that, it's going to have most of these resources that I'm pointing out to you. So it says, congratulations. You should have at this point received from me or from Ellen the success checklist, and that is your roadmap for the next several weeks. Once you're done checking everything off of that, you can move on. But it is brilliantly done. But if you look under Set Your First Goal and you see new consultant rewards, and this is a goal sheet, so it kind of summarizes this a little bit. It's a worksheet for you. But when I click on that, it opens up and it talks about the new consultant rewards program. And here's the way that works. It is a way within your first your first 90 days of business for you to earn bonuses in addition to your paychecks. And they're paid in what we call PC dollars. Who knows what a PC dollar is?
I do.
Suzanne, what is it?
It is money you can spend.
Absolutely. It's money in your hands that's going to keep your cash in your pocket. So you can use your PC dollars to get things like our catalogs or recipe cards, any of the paperwork that you would need. But most importantly, you can use PC dollars to get products. So I mean, anything in the catalog you want, but oh my goodness, how cool is this? One PC dollar is $1, and you basically, the way you earn them is every time you reach $1,250 in sales, you get your paycheck from that, but Pampered Chef gives you 100 PC dollars. How sweet is that?
Yeah.
And then when you hit another $1,250, they give you another 100. And when you hit your next $1,250, they give you another 100. And the whole world goes crazy because you're earning these bonuses, and we're just so dang excited for you. And even better is when you recruit somebody, someone signs up on your team, and when they hit their first $1,250, guess what? They give you another 100 PC dollars. I will tell you that the record on our team was 800 PC dollars earned by Leticia Hernandez in her first 90 days. And boy, did she have a well-stocked kitchen. So as you're looking at these examples, this is 105 PC dollars right here would get you the rock crock and some prep bowls and 2 of the oven mitts. Would that work for you?
Yes.
And then this whole starter set is the business building package. That's 40 PC dollars. So it basically, they can go a long, long way. If I had a wish for you, it would be to open up the middle of the catalog. Open it up to the centerfold, ladies. This is where you want to direct your customers to go at your parties and outside of your parties. But I would want for you to get everything on this page. Rock crock, deep cover baker, grill pan, and a skillet. And you can get it all for free, okay? Is that working for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Marvelous. All right. So go to, when we're done, go and print out this little worksheet. Down here at the bottom, there's a place to set your goal for your PC dollars and track it as you go along.
Okay.
And anybody on my team will tell you, I swear by tracking. If you track it, you are so, so much closer to accomplishing it, no matter what it is you set as your objective. But do set one, okay? If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's new consultant rewards program. There's another benefit that all 4 of you are entitled to, and that's the incentive that was offered when you signed up. And who knows what that is? It happened to be the October incentive. What was that?
50% rebate on our kit.
50% rebate. So when you hit, and how much, when do you get that? What do you need to accomplish?
$1,250 in sales.
$1,250 in sales. And that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because wasn't it $1,250 in sales that's going to get you your first 100 PC dollars?
Yep.
Yeah. How cool is that? So, but the 50% rebate will be an actual check. You'll get it in the mail. All right. Who knows what the incentive is this month in November for signing up? This is a bonus question.
Signing up.
Oh, I stumped you.
50%. I mean, $50 off our.
No.
No.
Oh my goodness, I totally stumped you. You know what? That's okay. I was on the call last night, and Ellen was on the call, and I didn't know what it was. I had missed it as well. But when you have folks who join you this month, the incentive for them when they hit their $1,250 in their first month is the grill pan dinner set.
Wow.
Yeah, the square one with the grill press. Oh my, it's
Yes.
awesome set.
Oh, that's the one Ellen was talking. I haven't seen it. She told me if I
This one over here. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be good. Maria's very happy. Yeah.
Oh, I
I like it. Okay, good deal. Good deal. So we need to kind of just segue here for a moment because we need to have a very, very heart-to-heart conversation for a second before we go forward. And this is that, I don't know if you gals realize, but you now you're in sales. Did you realize that?
Yes.
We were talking about this last night, that yes, you teach people to cook, you gave them fabulous ability to get tools, but you are in sales, which means that you're going to hear the word no on occasion. People are going to turn you down periodically, actually probably more often than you'll hear the yeses. And my question for you is, how do you feel about that? What's your tolerance level for rejection, for hearing no?
I personally am really sensitive about it, and I'm trying to get over that. But I do. It sets me back, and it'll hit my confidence. So it's something I need to work on.
Well, you're going to have the chance, Jacqueline. You will. You know what? You're standing there, and you look fresh and lovely and vital and alive. And so it occurs to me that even though some people have probably told you no before, it's never killed you, right?
So far, no.
Awesome. That's grand. I have never met a new consultant who curled up and died. But if you were going to be the first, don't worry. I'll attend your funeral.
Thank you.
Okay. But you just need to be prepared and know that this happens, that you're going to have some people who just say no, despite your best efforts.
Yeah.
And you need to get to the point where you're okay with it and realize that it's not a personal thing. It may mean no, not now, but not no ever. One of the fascinating things that I experienced early in my Pampered Chef career, and I started in 2000, I remember being on the phone with this gal, and I was talking with her about having a death by chocolate party, and I was so excited. She goes, no, I can't. I'm like, oh. She goes, I can't talk about that right now. I want to have one, but you need to call me tomorrow. Oh, okay, all right. So it's really important you know what questions to ask. And you can actually say to people, if they say no, is that no, not now, or no, never?
Okay.
Or you can say, when would you like me to check back with you? And you might be floored. They may say, call me on Thursday. I'm just busy right now. I don't have my calendar right this minute. So you need to find out the reason for the no and just be prepared, because you will hear them, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Jacqueline,
Mm-hmm.
if you find yourself, any of you, if you find yourself and you've heard no and you get stuck, the worst thing you can do is let yourself stay stuck. You need to reach out to each other or to one of your directors, reach out somewhere so that you can get unstuck. Because it could be the end of your business if you let yourself stay in a stuck position when in fact one of us could get you past it. Okay, call on us, all right? Call on us. So we've got a fabulous team and they'll help you with that. All righty. So just kind of getting back to that, setting those goals. I'm never gonna set your goals for you, except for this one time. Are you ready? My goal for you is to do 6 parties in your first 30 days. Sorry, scratch that. To book 6 parties in your first 30 days. Now, that may sound like a haphazard number, but Suzanne probably knows. Why in the world would I set that for you?
So you get started. Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that.
What was it? I missed it.
Talked by 6. She said, oh. I'm talking and I'm on mute, sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So to book 6, I would have thought you would have said more than that.
Well, you know what? I'd be delighted if you did more than that. But I would have thought you had done more than that. Suzanne, good job. I'll pay you later. That's awesome. You always want to overbook by about 20%. And so if we target booking 6,
We'll do 4.
you'll do 4.
Yeah.
Because life will happen for 2 of them. That's just the way it rolls. And I want you to have enough opportunity during your training month, that first month, to get good, to have great opportunities to go out and cook. So if you go cook on Sunday and you come back and go, oh, Shelley, oh my gosh, I forgot this and I forgot that and I did this lousy, and that's a normal thing to have happen. But I need for you to have another booking ready. You know, we'll talk about it and we'll fix those things. We'll give you new ideas for how you might have done it differently next time, but you need an opportunity to go do it. And if you don't have another show for a month, you're going to never get off the ground. So I want you to book at least 6 parties. Now, Maria said she wants to hold 2 a week. You guys also, Maria said 3 a week, and you other gals 2 a week. If you only book 6, you're not going to get to 2 a week. So you want to book more. Alrighty? So let's talk about how to do that. So that's, and you guys are going to do phenomenally awesome. This is, well, number one, you're here. You're here with me right now, which sets you way above the average. So I'm proud of you. Okay, I'm looking at, and by the way, this outline that I'm following here today, this is here for you when it comes your turn to do this training with folks. You just follow the outline. Ta-da! Alrighty, so homework number 1 was making the list of dates. Homework number 2 was making your list of people, and I gave you a link to a Frank's list. What's your opinion about the Frank's list?
I liked it. It made me realize that I know more people than what I thought.
You do or you don't?
I do.
You do. How many did you get on your list when you went through it?
Well, here.
Did you count them? Oh my! Oh, look at her. Very good.
I put where it says spouses.
Yeah.
Where it says spouse, I put my husband's hockey friends.
Oh, super.
And then I put where it says kids, I put kids' friends' parents, because when my kids were in sports, their parents, I know them still. We're still good friends.
Precisely.
And so, Facebook helped me remind myself how many people.
That is awesome. So you went through your Facebook friend list and your address book, and you're rolled through your phone, and yeah. Yes. Is this Jacqueline and Suzanne? Did you have similar experiences?
Yeah, I did. At first I just did the first 25 that kind of popped to mind, and then after I kind of did the subcategories of, wait a minute, I know those people and I can hit these people, and good. Now we're starting school. It's the first time for me, so now I have school friends. So yeah, it just kept going and going.
Okay, awesome. And Suzanne, oh my gosh, how many pages did you need?
I got to cheat a little bit because I had my old contact list, so that's where I started.
A benefit, you got it. Exactly, that's a good thing. Okay, so you want a nice, big, rich amount of folks on there. So here's a question for you, and my question is, did you find yourself prejudging?
Yes.
Okay. When you are coaching your hosts to have a good party, that will be the number one thing that you encounter and that you will need to get them past, is not prejudging. And so this exercise should really help you connect with them when that time comes. So once you've got, I know Maria said she's got some parties on the calendar, your job is to help them come up with a monstrously huge list of people to invite, and then to invite them in all the different methods. And you can use this tool, and their job is not to prejudge. Your job is not to prejudge, because heaven forbid that you made a judgment about somebody and didn't put them on the list, and then you get an invitation from them inviting you to their kickoff as a brand new consultant on somebody else's team. That's not a fun moment. Ask me how I know this. Okay. Never prejudge. So I need you to have a great big fat rich list, and hopefully you're continuing to add to that. Once you get through with FRANKS, you can cross-pollinate those letters. Who are neighbors of your friends? Who are friends of your neighbors? Because I'll tell you a little secret that you may not have discovered yet, but as you're brand new and you're just getting started, the people who you absolutely think will be your hosts, those first hosts, Usually aren't. Your best friend, your cousin, your sister, sometimes your mom, sometimes those folks don't end up booking like you expect them to. It's the people you never expect. And if you didn't put them on the list and you didn't talk to them, you're never going to have that party. I moved right when right before I got started with Pampered Chef, we moved. So we were in a brand new area. This house was right here and we didn't know a soul. I didn't know anybody. And the gal across the street that I didn't know was my first host, and she got 4 bookings. And my business took off really from that party. So never, never, never prejudge. All right, you've got a list of names. So what I'm going to have you do, and this is going to be homework. So your homework is make that list of dates, enhance this list of names with the Franks. Next, third item on your homework list is you're going to go through everybody on your list and you're going to assign them A, B, or C. And here's what that means. A's are they're absolutely going to book a party. Okay. B's are, it's pretty likely. Not a sure thing, but it's likely. And C's are not going to happen. Okay, A's, B's, and C's. I want you to take a look at like the first 5 or 6 people on your list real quick and do A's, B's, and C's. And this is a fast exercise. Do not spend a lot of time on it. Go with your first instinct, A, B, or C. So take a look. And the purpose of when you're done with this exercise, you want to have some of all of them. You want some A's, some B's, and some C's on your list. Okay. All right. Somebody have some of all 3 on your list? Okay, just for purposes of us moving forward with my training here. So when you're done, you're going to do A's, B's, and C's on the rest. Okay, so here's a quiz question for you. You know I'm going to have you contact these folks and talk to them. Who do you think I'm going to have you call and talk to first? Your A's, your B's, or your C's?
Our C's.
Suzanne, gosh, such an overachiever girl. Good job. How about the rest, you other ladies? What would that have been your guess?
No, I would have said A's to get those parties down.
Absolutely. How about you, Maria? A's, B's, or C's? What was your gut?
C's.
The C's. Good for you. So you gals. So the correct answer is the C's. Now, why?
To get the nose out of the way.
To get the nose out of the way. Okay, that's one reason. There's more. Keep on going. What are the reasons?
It might surprise you.
Exactly. Ta-da, you might be pleasantly surprised and they might book a party and you never expected it. That's absolutely a great reason. What's another reason?
Because if you're going to stumble on your calls, why not stumble on the ones you think aren't really going to book?
I like it.
And that right there is one of the most important reasons, is because when you first are starting, you've never done this before and you're going to stumble and trip over your words and chase them away, and you're going to do what we call vomit on them like with your words, which is just like, oh my gosh, won't you please have a party and we can do death by chocolate and we got to see the rock clock and you can invite all these people in, and they're not going to get a chance to even tell you yes or no. Right? So you want to get that all out of the way on those folks that aren't necessarily going to book. You want to get good, practice with the C's. So I want you to start with the C's, okay? So your job then is to go through and categorize them all. And when we're done, and the next step we're going to talk about is what to say. But when you're done, you are going to go through your list and talk to all your C's before. You've got to have every C crossed off your list before you can move on to your B's. And then go through your B's, and then your reward is calling the A's. Okay? Your surefires. All right.
What are you doing?
Okay. Questions so far, gals? No questions? This is clear as mud? Yes? All right. We're rocking. We're doing good. Okay. So Next is, what are you going to say? And I happen to have this surefire little formula. Would you like to hear how it goes?
Yes.
Yes. What do I say? Okay. Have a blank piece of paper for me. And number it 1 through 5. Because this little formula's got 5 parts to it. Alrighty. Number 1 is, I am so excited. That's the first thing you say. Because you are, right? All together now. 1, 2, 3. I am so excited.
I'm so excited.
Really? Are you? Okay, I know you are. I want you to say that in the shower tomorrow morning, okay? I am so excited. Okay. All right, that is number 1. You're so excited, right? And there's a reason for it. Number 2 is very briefly, why are you so excited? All of you gals are brand new consultants, so that could be as simple as, I'm so excited, I'm brand new with the Pampered Chef. Okay, Suzanne's not quite as new. Maybe yours is, I'm so excited. Pampered Chef has amazing new product just came out. It's this big, it's little, but why are you so excited? Who wants to share real quick? You.
Why we're so excited? We're so excited.
Why are you so excited?
We're gonna use the business.
What's that?
Our own business. I was gonna say we're starting our business.
You're starting your own business with Pampered Chef.
Yes.
Fabulous. Why are you so excited, Jacqueline?
Because I get to cook food.
I'm so excited because I get to teach folks how to cook with Pampered Chef.
Healthy meals, that's my key.
Absolutely. Okay. After our conversation earlier today, I'm so excited. I've been sharing freezer meal workshops with Pampered Chef. You got to get the Pampered Chef part in there, okay?
Yes.
All right. So number 1, I'm so excited. Number 2, why? Susan, what's yours?
My why is, I'm excited to be back
I'm so excited to be back with Pampered Chef.
and to share some new stuff since I've been gone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, great. So keep it real short. The key to this, the benefit of this formula is it's simple. Okay. Number 3, I thought of you because, and make yourself a blank line, a little tiny blank line. This is something you decide before you start the conversation. You pick a C off of your list and answer that question. Why did you think of that person? So look down at your paper, pick a C, and tell me just real briefly, why did you think of that person?
Because you're family and you're obligated to listen to me.
Okay, that's fine. That works. What else? Suzanne?
Because I've helped you in your own business.
Okay, somebody who's got their own business. I'm so excited. I'm just getting started with Pampered Chef. I thought of you because...
Even if it's only once a year, you always order something.
Okay.
Once a year.
Excellent. That's fabulous. So for whoever that person is, you think of why you thought of them. And it could be, I know you love to cook. I know you always have the big holiday party. You're the girl who always entertains so beautifully. Okay, usually it's something kind of complimentary. So 1, 2, 3, you ready for number 4?
Yep.
Okay, number 4 takes a little bit of planning on our part, and this is actually a fun part. Number 4 is, I'm teaching, and then a blank line. Or I'm teaching folks how to make, and then a blank line. This is where you fill in what the party is going to be like. Now, the way that we typically look at that is that there is a recipe that you're going to teach, and maybe the recipe name alone is going to be enough. I'm teaching folks how to make baked brie with cranberries and almonds. I mean, would that work for you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, absolutely, especially if you have our Cinnamon Plus. Or it might be the recipe, or it might be the theme, okay? And if it's a theme, I mean, you may have to fiddle with the words a little bit, but I'm teaching death by chocolate classes. Okay. I'm teaching folks how to make homemade pizza for their families. You with me? I'm teaching folks how to get dinner on the table with the rock crock. And we're learning how to make lemon artichoke pasta for dinner. Okay, there's some examples for your purposes, what we need to have in our hands in order to answer, to fill in this particular part of the formula. We need to know what tools you have, and we need to know what the specials are. Now this month, you're booking this month, and it just so happens the host bonus is, fill in the blank, ladies, what is it?
Brill.
No, it's not. Good try, but that's not right. That is the free bonus for someone joining.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What I'm asking
The
about.
spices.
Oh, that's very good. Now you're thinking, but that's not the host bonus. Okay.
Oh,
But
the
for your,
spatulas.
oh, that's a guest special as well. Okay, gosh, I'm getting we're speeding up here. We're good. Keep on going. I want to know what the host bonus is for November. Suzanne.
Rock
Oh,
crock.
I just
November?
did it out. I thought the
I just had it out.
for November is the
Rock crock.
It's one of the rock crocks or the new rock crock sweater. Right. So these ones.
Oh, we got 160.
Okay. 60% off rock crocks. Now,
Yeah.
raise your hand.
Yeah.
I'm looking to, yeah, that's the one. And honestly, on that flyer, it's little tiny bitty down at the bottom of the page. But those are them, those little tiny things. Okay, gals, poll question for you here. Who's got a rock crock? Oh, Jacqueline, seriously?
The first thing I bought, I was in love.
I am so happy to hear that. Which one?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know there was more than one.
There's 3. Is it the big one?
No, it fits in. It's smaller. So probably the smallest one.
There's 3 sizes. Suzanne, you have a rock crock?
Yes,
You love it?
I do love it.
Why?
I haven't used it a ton, to be honest with you.
Put that on your stovetop. Use it for the next week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and snacks. Yeah.
It reminds me of like when the deep covered baker came out, which I love and I still use, but yes.
Maria, have you guys seen the rock crock in use yet?
Yes, Ellen came and she showed us a demonstration, but we
wish we can have it.
Yeah, we're probably end up borrowing it from her for a
That's
party.
a very smart thing. Jacqueline, if you need to borrow from me, I own 3 rock crocks. And they're all in use constantly. Okay, if you haven't mastered rock crock, put this on your to-do list. Go to YouTube and look up and watch just a handful of videos on the rock crock. And you will be running out the door to have your own party tomorrow so that you get one at 60% off, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you must have one. It is. So Suzanne just mentioned the deep covered baker. The deep covered baker is the #1 seller in our entire catalog with good reason.
I have that.
So, yeah, I'm curious, and I just need to do more research, but what the difference is between that and the rock crock as far as like uses.
Yeah, and that's what I want you to go and get yourself all educated on, and you'll be stunned. The deep covered baker's stoneware, so it's only oven and microwave, but the rock crock, oven, microwave, stovetop, broiler, grill, fridge, freezer, dishwasher.
Yes.
Are you impressed?
Yeah.
It's remarkable. Come to one of my parties and watch me talk about the rock crock, okay? But go to YouTube when we're done with this call and play with, good. So the deep covered baker's the #1 seller in the whole catalog, and the deep covered baker's been out for like 10 plus years. Guess what the #2 bestseller is?
The rock crock.
The rock crock. Been out for 2 years. Yeah. It's remarkable, and they're 60% off this month. So,
You said it came off 2 years ago?
Just about
It
2
just
years
started
ago.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brand spanking new. What?
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Super high tech. Amazing. Just amazing. Suzanne. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good deal. Alrighty, so we're back to our formula and we're trying to decide what you're going to offer. And if you have the ability to cook anything in a rock crock for your parties, I want you to do it. So take some quick notes. Some winner recipes in the rock crock are the lava cake, which is a deep cover baker recipe. Trick for you, any recipe in the deep cover baker can be done in the rock crock.
Okay.
With no variation whatsoever. All month long, I'm doing lemon artichoke pasta. You need a rock crock, but everything else can be pretty much done with the tools in your kit. No, you need to borrow that new veggie strip maker or a julienne peeler. But remarkable. Cheesy pasta with Italian sausage. If you want to do a brunch, a rock crock omelet. So there's some ideas. Basically, although I just gave you a bunch of ideas, what I want you to do is just stick with 1 or 2 recipes for this first month while you're learning. I don't want you to do in a different recipe at every single party. And in fact, if you pick 1 to do for the next 3 months, that is perfectly fine.
Okay.
There is no reason to switch it up if you find a good recipe. It is the holiday season. I'm a total set in my ways kind of girl. 15 years ago, I did my first full season with baked brie with cranberries and almonds. That can be done on no matter which kit you got. You've got a flat stone. That is a fabulous holiday recipe. Pair that with a chocolate lava cake, and you know what you have? Wine, cheese, and chocolate party.
I need to buy them more.
Okay. Somebody prompt me on our Facebook page when we're done here today and hit me with these recipes and say, Shelley, I need the baked brie recipe and the chocolate lava cake recipe, and I'll post them. And secret for you, that's how we get the rest of the team all excited, even though they're not here right now, is when you ask questions, I'll answer your question, but I'll say, would you please post that on our team page? Aren't I so sneaky? Being a director is honestly not difficult, ladies, not at all. Okay. All right. Have I given you some food for thought?
Yes.
So you need to just have decided what you're going to offer. It could be as simple as a pizza party, because here's another recipe for you. 3 cheese garden pizza.
Yum.
And I think I've made it once, Suzanne, but everybody raves. So you could absolutely, so you basically have a theme name. So a pizza party or a wine, cheese, and chocolate, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And a recipe that goes with it. Okay.
Got it.
So back to our formula. Number 1 is what?
I am so excited.
Awesome. Number 2 is what?
Why?
Why? Number 3 is what?
I thought of
You. I thought of you because.
I thought of you because, and that's a little tiny quickie. All of this is fast. This is all doable in 15 seconds. Okay. Number 4, I'm teaching folks, or I'm holding wine, cheese, and chocolate parties this month. Or I'm teaching folks how to make baked brie with cranberries and almonds. Do you hear my voice?
Mm-hmm.
You really infuse it with, ooh, you can accomplish a lot in just a few little words if you put that extra little oomph in it, right? All right, so you fill in the blank on number 4. Number 5, very important and the hardest. Number 5, how does that sound? That's number 5. And here's the hard part. If you're doing this on the phone, you take your right hand and you go like this. And you stop and you let them respond. It's hard. It is really hard. If you're nervous, you just want to go, blah, 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 and we can do this, we can do that, blah, blah, blah. Okay? How does that sound? Let there be a moment. Let them answer. Let them think.
Yeah.
Okay, because what they say next is going to be very important. And they may just come right out and say, no, we talked about that. But more than likely, they'll ask a question. Now, this is where the objections come in. Have you gone through any of these conversations with people yet?
Yes.
Okay. And your job, and this takes practice. That's why we're practicing on the C's. But the objective is to make it a conversation so that you say something and you finish with a question and they answer your question. Maybe they have a question. Then you say something else and finish with a question. And so it's a conversation. And by asking questions, you should be able to find out what the objections are and respond to them. And it can result in a booking, right? So it may look like, I'm so excited. I'm getting started with Pampered Chef, and I thought of you because I know you like to entertain. I'm teaching folks how to make baked brie with cranberries and almonds this month. How does that sound? Now, look down at your list at the person who's got a C beside their name that you know is going to say no, and ask yourself, what are they going to say at that point? You know your friends. You probably know what their objections are going to be. And remember, you actually, if you have a couple options on recipe.
Hi, Margaret. It's Suzanne.
Hello.
Sorry.
Are you booking a party, girl?
Sorry, it's a little later than I expected.
Okay.
Got to get back to where we were at.
I totally lost my train of thought. I'm wondering who she's talking to, who she's booking a party with. So give me an idea of what some of their
objectives are. So we did the can opener and the garlic press. And the garlic press is probably...
Suzanne, hun, hit the mute button on your... there we go. Thank you, hun.
The can opener is a little bit different, but same process.
What objections are you hearing? Let's kind of play with the objections for a second so that we can equip you with some answers to some of the...
Change my screen.
Time. I don't have the time.
I don't have the time. Okay, fabulous. So how are you going to respond to that? I want you to think this through before you end up in the conversation. But how would you respond to I don't have the time?
Okay, so the total with tax, and then I'm going to have it shipped here, and I'll just bring it right over to you.
Suzanne, sweetheart, hit the mute button for me.
And that way we save a little bit on shipping.
Suzanne, hit the mute button for a second. Okay. How are you guys going to respond to the to I don't have enough time?
I think it's what Suzanne said, and I'm not very good about it, but like, well, let's just put something down tentatively, and then I'll call you back or so, like just to get it down. But I'm terrible at it, but I need to practice.
Okay.
I think maybe we can say something like, I'm open in the mornings while the kids are in school if I know she's a parent.
Right.
Or how about in the evening and the weekend? Be open about any time, really.
Okay, and that goes back to
that's how we go about it.
Right, and that goes back to your list of dates. You need to know what dates you actually have available in order to have that available as a response, right?
Yes.
So the question that you asked, you guys are right on the right track. You're definitely on the right track. What you want to be thinking about is a response to that. And it's a little response. Like if they say, oh, I don't have enough time, you could say, well, that's actually why you want to have a party. You probably haven't had time to see your girlfriends in forever.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. So you offer a little solution, and then you re-offer. And what you're going to do at this point is look and offer your next 2 available dates. So it might sound like, I don't have enough time. And you come back with, well, you don't get to see your friends very often. How about if we have a little get together where you can get a chance to see your girlfriends who everybody's really busy. This will be a great way to catch up. I've got next Tuesday or Thursday available. Do you want me to hold one of those for you?
That's a good idea.
Okay. And then she's going to be like, now, if she comes back with another objection, it's actually a good thing because she's thinking about it. She didn't say no. She's thinking about it. So she comes back with another, like, oh, I can't do next week. No problem. My next 2 available dates are the 17th or the 18th. Would you like me to hold one of those for you? Okay. So you just keep offering. And at some point, she'll say yes or no. And that's what you want. You do not want, maybes are so uncomfortable. Nobody's happy with a maybe. The maybe just hangs there. It requires that you follow up and do all this stuff. So you want to actually get the yes or the no. Suzanne, honey, I'm so sorry. There she is. And what other kinds of objections do you hear besides I don't have any time?
I had to go for vacation. Or
Okay.
I've been sick.
Oh, yeah. Good. These are good. There's really, the objections you hear don't honestly vary too awfully much. They kind of tend to be the same ones again and again. You'll hear, oh, I don't have a lot of friends nearby. Okay, how would you respond to that one? That's one that Suzanne probably hears often.
We can buy even our own friends and make it in my house.
You can definitely
Sometimes
offer
from
that.
that party, you can get more 2 more parties.
Mm-hmm. You could partner with a girlfriend and you each invite all of your buddies. So that's called co-hosting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Get to know your neighbors. Invite them over.
Yep. Your neighbors are going to be so thrilled with you. Exactly. So I have this list of objections and answers to objections. And if you guys prompt me on our Facebook page, I'll post it. And that will give you at least some place to start. Will that be helpful?
Yeah, definitely.
And just know that you're gonna trip over this the first several times. That is totally normal. It is very, very normal. And you just basically, every person you talk to is practice for the next one. The trick is to talk to the next one to do it.
Right.
So work through your C's. Okay. So there's a handful of objections, whether it's, and what I want you to do, your goal is to book those 6+ parties, and you may find yourself offering like a catalog show or a virtual party. I want you to give booking a live party as much of a chance as possible before you revert to a silent show, because where you are going to learn is going to be at the live actual us cooking parties. That's where you're going to learn your job. The silent ones are fun, but right now for you, they're gravy. Okay. All right. I have one last little part of training. I realize we got a little bit of a late start, but are you guys doing okay for time? And let me finish this part. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Marvelous. Do me a favor and grab one more blank piece of paper or turn your paper over. And I want you to draw me, a mountain, okay? You're just gonna take your pen and make a nice big curvy kind of lump, upside down U on your page. And I'm gonna teach you how to slide down the mountain. So this is, in an ideal world, this is the sequence of what you offer when you're talking to each individual person. If you're able to accomplish this in any one conversation, you get an A+ with lots of stars. But I'm gonna do it for you as if it was 100%, as if it was as thorough as it could possibly be. A full service conversation. All right, here goes. At the top, the tip top of your mountain is what we call offering the opportunity. I want you to write OPP, opportunity. So ideally in any conversation, you would actually, before you ask them about hosting, you would offer them the chance to come and do Pampered Chef. Because that kind of is a bigger thing than hosting a party. So if you offer them the big fish and they say no thank you, it's a very normal thing to say, oh, well, no problem. How about if we have a party? Well, let's do a death by chocolate party. You hear what I'm saying? So it might sound like, hey, I'm so excited. I just got started with Pampered Chef and I thought of you because I know you love to cook. And I was wondering if you ever thought about doing something like this. It'd be so fun to do this with you. How does that sound? Okay, see what I did? I used the formula, and instead of plugging in offering them to host, I plugged in doing Pampered Chef. See how sneaky I was? Okay. Most people are going to turn you down. I want you to be prepared for that. And you go, no problem. It doesn't faze you, right, Jacqueline? It doesn't faze you. Okay. So you move straight into, okay, so at the top of your mountain, you have offering the opportunity. Okay, now we're sliding down the mountain. Next is offering to let them host a party. So you say, no problem. How I'm teaching, you go to number 3 on your list, right? I'm teaching folks how to make baked brie with cranberries and almonds for the season. How does that sound? You've just offered them the second choice, which is to have a party. And let's just say you've got a real negative Nelly on your hand, and they go, no, thanks. I don't want to do that. No objections, no nothing. Okay. They may move into objections, in which case you sit there and talk about that for a minute. But let's say they turn you down flat. No problem. Next part down the mountain. First was the opportunity. Next is offering them a chance to host. The next one is an invitation to your party. At this point, you should have your own date on the calendar, if not more than one. And so you say, no problem. I'm having a Pampered Chef cooking class. We're making homemade pizza next weekend. How'd you like to come? Bring a friend. Bring 5. Okay, so that's it. Number 3 down is inviting them to yours. All right, let's say they go, no. Not going to happen. No problem. The next thing as you slide down that mountain, there's where you can offer a catalog show or a virtual party. Okay. Hey, would you like a catalog to show to your friends? You can get host rewards. It's not as tasty, but you can be a host and get rewards that way. Okay. Good. All right. We've got a total negative Nelly on our hands. She says, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. What's next? Sliding down that mountain. What's next? What do you offer next?
The discounts, the good bargains you can get,
And the quality of these products.
So by ordering, actually, is that where you're going with this? Like the spices are buy one, get one free. There's a free scraper with a $75 order. So is that what you're saying, Maria?
Yeah, sell the product.
Yeah, exactly. Good job, hon. It's a chance to place an order. Okay, would you like to place an order and stock up? Okay, excellent. So let's say they say no thank you to that. There's one last question.
The hill is long.
The hill is long. Did you run out of paper? 1, 2, 3. I've got 6 items on my paper. Let's see.
Okay.
There's my hill. It looks good. Okay, good deal. That's fine. Mine's been written on so many times. Yep, there it is. My own little hill. Okay, the last one you offer, if they've said no to every single thing, your last thing is,
Do you know?
Who know? Good job, Suzanne. Who do you know? And that is basically asking for a referral. Well, who do you know who'd love to be the one to get all the free goodies? Who do you know who loves to party? And let them answer. Referrals can be huge. Okay, so
now,
yeah.
Do we get the with our new box or when we get our supplies? Do we get the little white cards that say? Let me see. Where's my folder?
Wait, the blue ones?
The big white folder. Where's my folder?
Your drawing slips, or?
Yeah, your mom handed out these little cards, or these little pieces of paper that people put their name and their for coming.
Yeah, those are called drawing slips. And yeah, you get some of those in your kit. Why do you ask?
I like the fact that your mom gave us some of these, and whoever was interested in booking a party, they would put a happy face next to it. Yeah, so it gives us a chance to talk to them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this one looks a little bit different. The one that Maria is holding is the one you get in your kit. Yes, absolutely. And as we move forward and you book your parties, we'll teach you how to use those. Okay. There's training available for you on the website, and you do want to be sure that you use those at your party. Fabulous job bringing that up. So you would maybe carry a little section of those along with you in your purse when you're out and about. And if you're talking to somebody, you'd say, oh, here, fill this out, right? And that's a good way to collect their information. All right, very good. So we covered a bunch. Are your heads spinning?
Yeah, but in a good way.
Yeah. Excited? Okay. So we did it. It's 9:15, but we did it. We went over your available dates. We talked about your rewards, setting your goals, getting no's, and how to deal the fact that you will hear no. We talked about your A's, B's, and C's, your Frank's list. We went over our formula for what to say. We came up with some recipes to offer, and we slid you down a mountain. So, my goodness, you've accomplished a lot, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Okay, so I will tell you, this is one of the most packed sections of training that you're going to get. I want you to be thinking, I'm going to ask you a couple questions, but I want you to be thinking about the things that we covered today. What did you find that's most valuable? What are you most excited about implementing? And while you're kind of thinking about that, I have a challenge for you, because I don't want us to just sit here and say, oh my gosh, that was great training. I want you to hit the ground running. And this is a 48-hour challenge. So here it is, Tuesday night. And if I had any wish for you, it'd be to bang out these bookings. Blast through that list of people in your A's, B's, and C's, and talk to as many people as possible and get your booking. So my question to you is, if I were to give you the next 24 hours, knowing how many shows you want to have booked for your first full month in business, how many of those bookings would you like to have accomplished, dates on the calendar, by this time tomorrow night? What do you think?
It's a challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But you don't know until you try. So absolutely. I'm going to give it a go.
That's true. How many? Let's see. We're going to set us a target.
I say half.
Half of them?
Yes.
Okay. How many is that, Suzanne?
3.
3 bookings by this time tomorrow. I love it. And I'm writing it down. Check that out. All right. Now you know what you're after. That is huge. How about you, Jacqueline?
They set the bar high, so I'm going for it. I'm going to do 3.
3. Outstanding. Very good. What do you think, Maria and Maria? I think how fabulous you're going to feel.
24 hours. Well, maybe 2. I don't want to. Maybe 2 at least.
Okay. You might really surprise you.
And I'll say 1, so that makes it 3.
Okay, so that makes it 3. 2 for Maria and 1 for Maria.
Yeah.
One thing I don't.
I couldn't even my daughters.
Cheater.
3 by the Maria squared.
There's 2 of them. Yeah. One thing I don't think I mentioned.
Yeah, my 2 daughters.
Is that oh no, you can't talk to your daughters if they're A's. You have to talk to your C's first. We discussed this, right?
I have a lot of friends.
That's good. That's a lovely thing. Okay, so the stats show the reason that you do that Frank's list, and when you do the Frank's list, the goal is to get at least 3 names under each letter. There's 6 letters. That's 18 people. I'm sure you all have more than that. But the stats show that a brand new consultant, after you've been armed, like I've armed you tonight, with what to do and what to say and how to do it, for every 3 people you talk to, you'll get a booking. That's what the stats show. And that's why I have you do the Frank's list, because if you've got 18 people on your list, you'll get 6 bookings. Believe me?
Yes.
Yes.
Suzanne's
I do,
experience.
but there's a holiday. There's a holiday in there that's going to be hard.
In which part? Tomorrow's a holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying in my schedule booking, that's going to be that week's going to be a little tough.
But we discussed that. That's fine. So for the next full month, though, you're going to take the calendar and mark all your open dates. I will allow you to not book Thanksgiving. Okay.
Because Thanksgiving's in my house, and there's like 30 people here.
That's brilliant. Honest to gosh, your kit is going to be here by then. You're going to have a rock crock by then. You're going to sell so much. I was in my mother-in-law's kitchen. I've been cooking Thanksgiving dinner in her kitchen for the last 5-6 years. And I always take along a nice big bag of Pampered Chef things that end up, I showed her how to use the wine opener.
Oh, wow.
And she and her friends have been coming back to me and getting wine openers 2 and 3 and 4 at a time every month since then.
That's
Thanksgiving's
awesome.
a great time, hun. You're cooking with your tools.
Mhm.
Okay. So you've set your goal for the next 24 hours. Let's take it the next 24 hours. So the first 24 hours is Wednesday. The next 24 hours is Thursday. How many bookings you want to have accomplished by this time on Thursday night? Come on, girls, dig. Think about how cool it's going to be if you have the calendar full within 2 days.
Wow.
Realistic.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
worth it.
try it.
Thursday.
Try it. What do you think? Another 3, Suzanne?
I think, yeah, it's worth a try.
All right. I got you down for 3 and 3. What do you think, Jacqueline?
I think I can do it since it's the excitement of just starting out. Saying, hey, let's do this.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Okay. Got you down for another 3.
Let's do it.
Okay. Maria, what are we thinking?
2.
2 more. So a total of 5. Awesome. Okay. You write those numbers down, ladies.
Mhm.
That is the first step. Write it down and you keep track of it. You keep track of how many people you talk to. Now, here's what I need. We have to have some level of accountability in here. I need to hear from you by this time tomorrow, because you just put a plan in place, and I'm gonna do my part as your director. I'm gonna hold you to. Now, you may not get all your bookings, but I will need you to do everything possible to try. Work through your C's. Set aside time to call. Don't let yourself get hung up in long conversations. Tell people, I'm booking my calendar. I gotta go. I've got other people to call, right? So create a sense of urgency and have fun with it. Tell people what you're doing. All right. I need to hear from you by tomorrow night with how many people you talk to and your results. If you get stuck, you call me or Ellen. And then by Thursday, there's a second part of this training. It's actually the most fun part. It's where we get back together real quick and we talk about who you talk to, and we help celebrate and we fix. Okay, we can do it via Zoom just like we're doing now. If you'd like, on Thursday evening, we can do that. It's much shorter. And there's a little tiny bit of follow-up training that I've got. It takes just 15 minutes. Very important part, but it's on Thursday, 2 days later. What do you think? Shall we meet here same time, 8 o'clock on Thursday?
It's good with me.
Available? Okay, great. I'll set that up for us. All right. I am delighted and proud of you gals. What were your best? I asked you to be thinking about what was the best part of the training, the thing that got you most jazzed and inspired. And I will lay awake at night wondering if you don't tell me. So now's the part where you can tell me.
5 steps.
Pardon?
The 5 steps.
The formula for the
formula.
Okay. Had you ever heard that before, Suzanne?
Nope.
I love it. I taught Suzanne something new.
Yay.
All right. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. How about you, Jacqueline?
Mine was the same, the formula. It just had ideas I hadn't thought of before, and the thinking of you, and this is what I'm teaching. I mean, it just kind of flows, so it leaves it open. I liked it.
Excellent. It's very, very gentle, huh?
Yeah, it is. Inviting. Yeah.
And it's fast. And it's really fast. Good deal. How about Maria and Maria?
I like the 5 steps too. I like the challenge that we have.
Your challenge. Good for you. Oh, I like that. I'm so pleased to hear that. All right, gals, wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging with me. You were rock stars. You stuck with me. You participated when I asked you to. I am really proud of you. And I know that this investment of this time that you've put into spending this concentrated time with me is going to pay off in spades. So take it and run with it and have a real fun time tomorrow. I'll look forward to hearing from you. And if you don't have any other questions, I will wrap us up.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
You bet. We'll hear from you tomorrow, and I'll set this up for us 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. Thanks so much. Have a great evening, ladies.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.